Potential healthcare crisis. Across the country, the demand for nurses is rising, with federal data predicting we'll face a shortage of more than 200,000 registered nurses in roughly the next decade. We've been on your side following this issue right here in the Carolinas. South Carolina is on track to have the 7th largest shortage of registered nurses by 2036. That's according to the National Center for Health Workforce Analysis. And that means 1 in 5 positions in the Palmetto State could be left unfilled.
I think everybody's felt the nursing shortage after COVID, everywhere I've been, every nurse that I've talked with.
Yeah, hospitals there are focusing on current and future nurses and say they're starting to feel some relief. But it's not the same story in other parts of the country. Our national investigative reporter, Andy Parati, looks at how shortages are being blamed for lapses in patient care, including in a new lawsuit against a hospital accused of not doing enough to keep a patient alive. A warning to our viewers, this story discusses suicide.
Savannah police respond to a call inside an emergency room in 2024.
So he was like hanging, his body was like this.
Do you know who initially made that call to security?
Inside this bathroom, a man found hanging from his hospital gown. His name, Michael Sheridan.
I was with him, I was holding him. I had said to the doctor,
Carol is Michael's mom.
I said, "Doctor, how could this happen?" And he said to me, "I don't know." He says, "I don't know."
Before he arrived at Memorial Health University Medical Center, he called 911 from this hotel, begging for help.
Chatham 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm having a nervous breakdown.
It happened when the 35-year-old New Yorker stopped in Savannah on his way to visit family in Florida. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder in his 20s, he recognized he was having a mental health crisis.
I'm having suicidal thoughts. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me, please.
According to a pending lawsuit, when he arrived at the hospital, staff did not help Michael when he needed it the most, claiming they left him unsupervised when psychiatric patients are supposed to be monitored at all times. According to a police report, Michael was seen carrying multiple gowns into the ER bathroom, locking it from the inside. Security forced the break down to get inside.
I got there and I'm like, "How long has it been in there?" They said, "Like about 30 minutes. I'm like, "What?" I said, "Why are they just not calling us?"
The lawsuit claims when Michael went to the hospital, he should have been taken to a section of the ER reserved for psychiatric patients to wait for a mental health professional, but the ward was closed.
What was the reason for it being closed? You remember?
Staffing.
And
he was the only thing that we had outside the department.
Natalie Woodward is the family's attorney. What does that mean to you?
To me, it means they didn't have enough nurses to operate that unit. This was something where it was just so preventable and easily preventable.
Memorial Hospital declined interview requests, but in a prepared statement wrote, "The loss of a loved one is devastating, and our thoughts remain with this patient's family and friends. We're aware of the filing, which we are reviewing, and we will respond through the legal process." While the hospital did not acknowledge if it experienced staffing issues the day Michael died, Georgia is among one of the top 10 states with the largest projected registered nurse shortages. According to the National Center for Health Workforce, these 10 states are on track to face shortages of RNs between 17 and 22% by 2037. The number of nurses that would be needed to fill the gap in these states, 194,000.
I could tell that he was pretty anxious.
A young man crying out for help in a hospital accused of not having enough staff to keep him safe.
I'm having a nervous breakdown. I need psychiatric help, please.
Andy Parati reporting tonight. Now, the hospital and health system responded to the allegations in court in late June. They deny any negligence. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, help is available. You can just call or text 988 or go to 988lifeline.org.